pensioned president in the pound seats. We're looking November 13, 2010. One of the interesting ways the current capitalistic political system enslaves the taxpayer forevermore is that they give a pension to a minister or a president or a stand-in president, even if they're only there for a month or two. They qualify for a pension that is astronomical. You can never get that in real life in terms of the capitalistic system, but the political leaders have this apparent magnificent advantage that they can get their life taken care of by being a minister or a president just for a while. So the ANC has perfected this, obviously, like many governments did. They do a cabinet shuffle. That means in a term of 4 years, at about halfway, they will kick out half the ministers because they all have now nice incomes for the rest of their lives, and they put in new ones, so they can fit as many of the top loyalists as possible. Do they actually care about the people in the country? Not at all. It's a stated objective of the ANC is to empower the cadres, the comrades. Make sure that they are financially empowered, no matter what, no matter who suffers. Doesn't matter, because the man on the street, the voter, is not educated anyway. They don't even know. They're manipulated by a simple song and dance. That's the extent of the South African voter. I mean, they are manipulated by song and dance. You sing, you dance, you make a promise, and they'll vote for you. We're at this stage in the world, obviously, where most of the voters in the world are not yet having access to the internet. That will be changing fast in the next 10 years, because the whole economic system to survive is going to explore every avenue possible to bring about or to give a continuation to the current system of economics. So therefore, one of those is to explore the internet and the movement of data and the equipment and data sharing, so to speak, that is going to develop in the world. This is going to be to open the whole economic system to more inflows of money, and they hope to be able to stimulate the world economy and things like this. It obviously is only temporary. It is to our advantage and a necessary step. It's like a forced step. There is virtually no avenue within which the current capitalistic system can evolve to generate more labor and money and jobs and so on. So you have to sell something that's nothing, which is like airtime. It's like the optimum point of deception now. You have to sell airtime to create money. Money is out of nothing. An equal money system will just create things out of nothing anyway, because it's already being done in the current economic system. The only difference in the current economic system is that you get something and then you have to give it back. In the equal money system, you will give and get all at the same time. That means you will be, by virtue of being alive, have the right to a dignified life. I mean, that is human rights, isn't it? That's real, equal human rights. Everybody have an equal right to life and to the benefit of all resource, equally here, without the right to abuse another. But the current human rights in the world is about abusing others so that some can have power. There is no United Nations. That's United Capitalists. That's the United Nations. They're not here doing anything to the benefit of mankind. They're here to benefit the elite. the bloodline elite, isn't it? I mean, that is what people do with protecting their family's properties. That's why you have rich families. One can call it's a reptilian influence, but is that even relevant? It is just purely not relevant. The point is that if we remove all spirituality, all conspiracy, and we stick to what is going on here on earth, we can establish the problems very clearly and the solutions very clearly. Therefore, stop participating in bullshit that is not relevant to the physical world. You can deal with the world hereafter after your death if you will be alive. Obviously, we say you will not, and we mathematically prove that. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because when you're dead, you're dead. So, while you're alive here on earth, make sure that this place is a reflection of dignity, that you show that you actually love and care about life, and that you can be respected. Do you see that in this world now? Obviously not. If you dare to look. Do your math. Equal money is the solution. The Equal Life Foundation, the Equal Life Party, will be continuously an emerging force that will be independently rising in every country in the world, yet have one global agenda: to bring about equal rights in every way, an equal money system where life is and will be forevermore respected and considered, supported, where a child will never be born again in this world and not have food and education and a safe place to stay. Basic human rights. Those claiming to protect and promote human rights, you have already proven that that is a lie. Therefore, your input is not valid and cannot be considered of any value. And your positioning was purely to line your own pockets, to get money from corporations and from those that would like an equal rights system in this world, a human rights system that benefit the few and make slaves of the many. Just like you see with pensioned presidents. Do they give a fuck? Hey, they're all suits. I mean, it doesn't matter what color you are, black or white, you're all suits. And that's the pursuit of happiness, isn't it? Wear a suit and pursue happiness. That's the whole thing. Where did the suit start? With the tie around the neck. Is that the news? Hey, the hangman of the tarot pack. The suit. Agent Smith in the Matrix. No, you think it's not really real? If you know a policeman, for instance, you'll see that at home it's one person. In the job, he's another person. That's two distinct personalities. One the person and one the policeman. Just like Agent Smith. So, megabucks, pensioned presidents and ministers and people in positions of power, you are all protecting yourselves and each other. The brotherhood of the elite and elitism. Fascinating. We will have much more to say about this as we continue. Equal rights to all. Democracy is the way. One man, one vote will bring about a change in this world that will stop the abuse by leaders.